Welcome, I'm David.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Desmonds Donders. Snowdrops. Snowdrops at our unplanned stop. And as we pan out from the snowdrops, to the river, you might recognise where we are. It's the River Spey and we're at Grantown Spey. Not planned for this holiday, but the weather up in the hills was a little bit ropey, so we came down. And lots of water in the river, even more so than when we were at Garver Bridge. More snowdrops. The bank is scattered with them.
Too late. Hello!
Snowdrops at Grantown Spey. An unplanned stop along the way.
Everything about this holiday's been unplanned.
Grantown Spey is situated in the centre of the Scottish Highlands and only 14 miles from Aviemore. It is a traditional Highland town on the River Spey on the northern edge of the Cairngorms National Park. The town is surrounded by ancient woodlands, much of which is community owned and which offers a unique habitat for a wide variety of wildlife. The Anagach Woods have waymarked trails and there is walking for all abilities. There are also numerous other walks and trails around the town which offer wonderful views over the surrounding hills and mountains. The town square and high street are lined with unique, independent and interesting shops and businesses selling everything from whisky, fishing line to pottery. There are numerous cafes, bars and restaurants offering a wide range of meals, drinks and snacks to suit all tastes and pockets. It's a beautiful, charming town with plenty to do for the day visitor and which offers a unique opportunity to experience a traditional Highland town dating from the 1760s.
Hello and welcome from Grantown Spey. You may be wondering why we're here. We were at Aviemore, but the weather was closing in. There was fresh snow on the hills and I wasn't comfortable. I didn't fancy getting snowed in up there because it's not a main road per se, so It would be the farmers that cleared it. So we decided, or rather I evoked row 1. We were going to go to Botegarten, but sat-nav seems to be playing up, and I don't quite know what's wrong with it, but I just decided, oh sod it, we'll go to Grantown, at least we know where we're going. So here we are. So I'm walking along the side of the River Spey. I'm actually quite surprised I can walk this far. I didn't think I would be able to because the river's up so high, but it's obviously not as high as it was the one time I came here and thought, no, I ain't get my feet wet. So David's in the van and here I am out for a walk. I didn't get out yesterday at all because the weather was just so miserable at Garver Bridge. 1 minute the sun was shining, the next minute it was chucking it down with rain and the hills were covered in mist. And then I don't know if it was just me because I wasn't comfortable, or if it was actually getting more snow on the hills every time the mist disappeared. But like I say, I evoked row 1, I wasn't happy, so we moved. I think we're staying here, well we stayed last night and I think we're staying tonight, and I'm not sure where we're going to end up. But it's kind of been a higgledy-piggledy holiday anyway, because, well, it's not the end of February till next week and it's bitterly cold. I think it's like 2 degrees out here. I've seen my first snowdrops, I've seen my first primroses, and I've seen the daffodils shoots, but it's a bit early for them yet. So I know spring's coming. I do wish it'd hurry up. We've got 3 more nights. Yeah, 3 more nights and then home on Sunday. Worst day for David because he never wants to go home. But I'm back at work on Monday, so we'll have to go. I thought I'd come out and stretch my legs. That's all I seem to have been doing recently, is reading my books. And last night was the first night in about 4 days that we've both had Wi-Fi, so kind of catching up on all that. And got up this morning, I had no phone signal, no Wi-Fi. Don't know what's going on with my phone. It says I've got 4 bars on my phone. Can't phone anybody, not on network. So I don't know if it's a problem with the phone provider or if it's just my phone decided, nope, I've had enough. Don't know yet. Oh, that wind's cold. But there, if you can see it, is the Spey. And where we were yesterday, Aviemore, about 8 miles further up the road from where we were parked, is the start of the Spey. So we managed to find the air at Cairngorms, so we emptied the loos and filled the water. I wouldn't fancy staying at the air much because it's right next to the train line, so I should imagine it would get a bit noisy. But it was good to be able to use the Elsan Point and get water. I know we're going home on Sunday, but I'd rather have the toilets emptied. I'll clean them properly when we get home. But there you go. It's actually quite quiet. I've heard the river a lot noisier than that. But at the minute it's quiet. I've got chirping birds behind me. I can hear wood pigeons. No idea what the birds are because they're all hidden in the trees. And when we were leaving Gavra Bridge yesterday, or Aviemore, it was obvious that the deer had gone down the hill as well because they were further down when we left. So even they know it's dodgy. Well, that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. And there is a golf course. Being Thursday, there's nobody on it. The distillery's now fully built and is producing something. I'm not quite sure what, probably gin, because obviously a single malt can't be sold as a single malt until it's 8-year-old. I think, yeah. So I'm not sure when they'll open it to visitors, but it looks pretty smart with its grass roof. You've been listening on the radio and the stories of food shortages, or rather rationing. You're only allowed one of each salad thing. It really doesn't mean a lot to David now. I'm not going any further, it's getting a bit slippy. But I hear you. Hello, oyster catcher. So I also seem to have got David's cold. Thanks, Craig. But it won't be long before these trees have got buds on them and the leaves are growing again. And then this will all look completely different. It won't be so stark. But this is us just out on a short walk. Like I said, just to stretch my legs. I've been stuck in the van for nearly a day and a half. Not that I don't mind it, I just don't fancy walking it around when it's peeing down rain, especially in the cold. But for those of you who have watched us for a while, you know that this is one of our go-to spots. I'm not sure if the fishing season started or not, but there's been a lot of cars coming and going in the car park where we are parked, and then going again. Whether they're coming to check us out or not, I don't know, or if they're just checking the river out. I think the river's flown too fast for anybody to even attempt to catch a salmon, and it's also too flaming cold. But lot of money to go salmon fishing in this river, and then at the end of it you catch one, you have to put it back. But I suppose it's the fight of the fish that's worth it if you actually catch one. The amount of times we've been here when the fishing season's on and the fishermen are all sitting on the benches chatting and having cigarettes and having cups of tea, whatever, and probably telling stories of the one that got away, as fishermen do. But it's not my idea of fun. This is us on our way back to the van because my fingers are getting cold. Just like I said, it's not warm out here. There you go, the mighty Spey. It's a river not to be messed with under any circumstances. We see people on canoes, kayaks, fishing, swimming it. I certainly wouldn't. There are strong undercurrents in this river. But no matter, it's still a beautiful river to watch. And it flows all the way to the Moray Firth and Spey Bay and Kingston, and then out to sea. So, long may it flow. Have a good day, folks. I'm not sure how much of this David will use, but I'm going to switch you off now because I need to put my hands in my pockets because my hands are cold. Take care, guys. So, it's still Thursday and I came into closer to Grantown village, and this is the local park, and I thought I'd show you around. It's after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's getting kinda darker. I did intend to go into Grantown itself, but I could do it tomorrow. Might help if I actually took some money with me. So, this is the park. It's still looking pretty bleak because, as I said before, it's February. In the summertime, this place is full of locals, tourists, kids, locals walking their dogs, tourists, trying to find out what it's about. Grantown's a good stopping place if you want to visit the area especially the Cairngorms. There is a caravan site in Grantown. We used to go there every Christmas and New Year. Well, used to go every year. We did it for about 3 years, and then the prices just went ridiculous. I hate to think what they're charging now. It's managed under contract for the caravan club, so I'll let you make up your own mind. I know that when we met Dave and Helen from Caravantastic, that's where they were stopping because they like it there. And if you like a service pitch, then it's a good place to go. Like I said, this is a great stop off for you to go to the Cairngorms. I think there's only one caravan site left in Aviemore, and that's the mountain resort that we call basically the Italian place, because there's an Italian restaurant just at the opening of it. But we never stopped there. We inquired once and they said, oh, it cost you this much for water, and the electric was done on an electric card, so you paid your money, put the card in, and you had no guarantees how long it would last. So we thought, nah, it's not for us. I don't think they charge for the water anymore, but I've no idea. We tend not to use caravan sites. But there are lots of trees, silver birches and others. I haven't really seen any buds yet, but then I haven't really been looking. You will probably hear some traffic noise because we're pretty close to the main road. Went looking for a geocache. Think I found the position of it, but couldn't see the cache itself, and then realised that I didn't have a pen with me because my pen's in my camera bag, and my camera bag's in the van. I have the camera with me, I have the pocket with me, and I have a spare battery for the camera. But saying that, I haven't really taken many pictures. But I'm surprised there's nobody out walking their dog. But hey ho. Means it's more peaceful for us. Like I said, there's some old trees here. You just look up and up and up. But I am definitely heading back to the van. I think I've been gone long enough. believe that's the new graveyard, as we're behind the old one. Oh, not behind it, beside it. And there we're back to the main path that takes me on the underpass, so I don't have to cross the road. And there's the small barn. So that's me heading back now. I may switch you back on after I've gone under the underpass, because if there's cars going it tends to be rather noisy. And in the summer, this whole area will be taken over by cars, camper vans, motorhomes, and people generally just coming down here to enjoy themselves. At the moment it looks like the moles are having the best of fun. There's molehills everywhere. back again. He must have forgot something. But this is the road back to the van, and I'm now going to switch you off because you can't really see a lot apart from the road, and I'm sure there's more exciting things to watch than that. So thanks again, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you for watching Desmonds Donders. And remember, please take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications, and hopefully we'll see you next time.